Hey there, 276. I just wanted to spend a couple of minutes to introduce here the online code editor and the online compile environment that we are going to use for the class, and that is OnlineGDB. You can locate this on the homepage in Eagle through onlinegdb.com or with your typing skills, which I am confident are better than mine. Just really quickly, we had moved from a platform called Replit, which was a very, very stand-up professional, wonderful platform to use until they decided to go public. And with their IPO, they decided nobody should get the product for free. So here we are in a place where I don't like to have you, as a student, pay anything more than you have to. I understand this student gig is pretty expensive. I am paying for classes presently, and I am like, this is expensive. So whatever I can do to reduce the cost for you is what we are going to embrace. The other thing, the other area that I like one of these online platforms for is whether or not you are on a PC, if you are on a Mac. So I am doing this from a Mac right now. If you are on a Chromebook, irrespective of the operating system you're on, you can always just go to onlinegdb.com and get what you need. So I know you know how to sign up for a service. Do yourself a favor. If you sign up with your student ID number, so your S number at student.rockvalleycollege.edu, I have yet to see an advertisement from OnlineGDB, but assuredly then when you are done receiving emails from Rock Valley College, you then are done receiving emails from OnlineGDB. You can see above me, it's in this direction over here. No, this way. Everything is reversed on the camera, so it really gets me going sometimes. You can see I am signed in. You can tell because my name is there. You will want to make sure that when you are doing your projects that you are signed in, so that way you don't lose any progress on your work. Next, you will notice there is Create New Project. Every time you answer a new question or every time you create a new practical in C++, create a new project. What that will enable you to do is start fresh with what you are seeing here behind me, a blank C++ template. So the first things that we can do here are as follows. Number one, we're going to get rid of this printf statement. It's just not the same statement we use for C++ here. Next is up here on line number 9. This is one of the things that makes an online coding environment and or a code writing platform fantastic is what we get are line numbers. So when you have a question, you can send me, and we will go through that in a subsequent video, you can send me a link to your project, and I will see your project as you have it written. I can go through, I can make suggestions and changes, and instead of saying, after the third cout statement, please notice, I can say on line number 42, please notice. It saves a ton of time and confusion, and it's fantastic that way. Here, actually, I will save that for a secondary video. Let's just do the following. My suggestion is once you have signed up for OnlineGDB, once you have this already, number one, it's worth it to know in the upper right hand corner we have this language drop down selection here. Select C++. That will make sure that everything is able to run and compile. No problem. Next is this platform does not save automatically for you. And I know that Google Docs and Word have destroyed any capacity for all of us to remember having to save. My suggestion to you is before you're done with any project, just come up here to the top and hit save. What you will notice is you can name your project. So I will say this is opening project, just like so. And then I can select a destination folder. I'm going to go ahead and hit change. And as you can see, I have chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, etc. So for this one, I would select a folder to drop this into. this is my suggestion for you. For everything in Chapter 2, put it in a Chapter 2 folder. For everything in Chapter 3, save things to a Chapter 3 folder. This way, later on, when you are coming back and you are trying to reverse engineer a piece of code by using a previously engineered piece of code, that is perfectly acceptable. You'll know where to go back and find them. So I'm going to not put that in any one of those destination folders. I'm just going to go ahead and save this generically because I have an extra ton of these that you guys won't do, and I will just hit save. Next is you can share each and every single one of these right here with the share button. So if you go ahead and click on that, what you'll notice is we get a shared code. This share code is what you will use to, number one, submit in a Word document your projects to me. So for each one of these questions that you answer, you will come through, hit share code, you'll copy and paste this into a Word doc, or you'll copy and paste this into a Google Doc, and that's what you will submit. Additionally, if you ever have questions, instead of just giving me a generic question, which I understand, Owl of Academia has made it possible for you to ask generic questions. What do I need to do when I blank? Instead of that, send me the code that you already have. I can use what you've already created to help you answer your own question. It makes the learning so much more robust when, instead of me having to say, well, in some cases, what we would do. That's an okay answer, but it's not the one I know that you're looking for. You're asking me what happens in this particular case of this particular question. If you give me a code, in this case, it's a code URL. If you give me that code URL, I can answer the question as it relates to the code that you have. It is much better. So I know you know how to sign up for an online service. Sign up for OnlineGDB. Do remember to share your links, and do remember to create folders. And then we'll come back and we'll create our first mini project in just a moment.